Hey Equines, what's up? Hope you're having an amazing day. So in this video, there were a lot of mistakes made, we can just say that. I can tick the second fall of 2020 on my bucket list, and I can put jumping on hold while we figure out what we're gonna do, because tour is starting to get a little bit out of control again, and obviously no control plus jumping plus an excited horse that loves jumping equals not good. So jumping will be put on hold, unfortunately. So I might be doing a voiceover for this, I don't really know. It depends how motivated future me is. So yeah, let's just get straight into the video.
They keep telling you where to go, blow my brains out to the radio. All of the things we're taking, 'cause we are young and we're sane.
Hey guys, future Chloe here. I decided I will have enough motivation and I will do a voiceover, as it was a very technical ride today after I fell, of course. So yeah, this is us driving there. And obviously when I get there, give Polo and Tua some love, my two favourites. And then I start, grooming, taking out all the stuff you need to do. So straight into trotting. I didn't get any videos of me walking, I don't think. But yeah, he was trotting really nicely. And then on the other rein, of course, like I said, he was trotting really nicely, but he really got forward and really wanted to go into a canter, but was listening to me most of the time. Perfect example here of what I'm meaning by wanting to go into a canter. Whenever I really asked something of him, he wanted to go into a canter, no matter if I was slowing him down or speeding up. But then we just recollected to a trot, which I could do most of the time, but sometimes it took longer than others. And then here, as you see, he got a bit excited about the poles. We got a good canter turn around to the other pole, but we were actually supposed to trot. But it was still a nice, line. And it was relatively in control. And then we go around again, and around the corner he picks up a canter straight off the bat. I said I can collect him for the pole. Well, I did not. And he continues cantering, couldn't turn into the pole, so he went off. Then I tried to pull him into a circle to make him slow down, and he was not having that and decided to throw a little temper tantrum because he wanted to go fast and I wasn't letting him. Everything looking good, in a trot to the pole, decides to canter after it, turn around, keep turning, try to turn him, runs into the fence. What a great idea, Chloe. Yeah, sorry about that too. Then go around, thinking it's good because he feels good. I get him a nice trot and I'm happy with that. And then he starts cantering again, of course. What else would he do? And I went back around in a circle to slow him down, and of course he did, which I rewarded him for that because he did what I asked. Here, when I went around, he was, very feisty, like you see. And so I was pulling him in small circles to let him slow down, as it's harder for them to do something in a circle. So doing circles, doing more circles, he slows down, which I asked, good boy, and then he starts again. So I go back. No, I don't. I go cantering off into the distance. I don't even know where I'm going. Try a circle, he goes the other way. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where to go. But he does slow down eventually. And here he goes, cantering off again. Get him back into a nice trot. Never mind, no I don't. Keep cantering around, just doing half halts, making sure he's listening to me, doing a circle, and he goes back into a nice trot, and I reward him for that. That's what I want him to do. Get the trot back, and then he starts going back into a canter. So I just slow down, do the same thing again, do a few circles, yeah. And eventually he does come back to me, and I give him a huge pat for that as he comes back in the trot and ends up working really nicely. So this is the fall, so I'm trying to get him back into a trot, and obviously he goes into a canter, but it's looking good. He's slowing down, he's coming back and listening to me. And then when we go around here, I try to pull him in a circle, but he trips, and he got a little stressed out and didn't know what to do with himself, so he just goes, I don't know what to do, and freaks out basically. I was very proud of myself that I could actually stay on some of the things that happened this lesson, and that I stayed on for most of that fall. If he hadn't gone sideways, I thought I would have stuck it and I would have been fine. But obviously I got back on, as you always have to get back on the horse after the fall if you can. And then we just did some controlling with the walk. So making shorter steps in the walk, making longer steps of the walk. And we also taught him a bit of side pass over a pole, which is super exciting, and you'll see later in these clips. So here he did get a bit excited, and he just started, kind of jogging, not full trot, just jogging, which is just a funny thing he does sometimes. Then pull him into a circle, and I don't really know what he did here, he just wanted to go the other way. So that happened, and we were just trotting for a bit, and I did end up getting him back down to a walk. Here he gets excited again in a minute. Here we go. So just pull him back in another circle again. Circles are one of my best ways to actually slow him down, as it really does work. And here he does it again. So again, another circle. It's just circles, circles, circles until he listens to me. And give him a pat because he did what I asked. And so here we were now working on side passes, and whenever he did it good, I gave him a pat, rewarded him, and it was just a fun thing to experiment with that he'd never done before. And then we tried it over a pole, which is a little bit more difficult for them, but we did get him to do a few good steps. I then had a goal by the end of the lesson. I wanted to be able to trot him at least like 5 or so strides just to get over that confidence of speed. It's so important to have a goal when you're riding after a fall. But yeah, obviously he went into a canter. I was expecting that. But I did get him back into a really, really nice trot, and we trotted the other half of the circle. It was a little bit out of control, but I was still so happy that I got him back, and yeah.